Wait a minute. Whoa.
Hey, Light Family. I am back with another reading. Except this one's a little different from my usual ones. This one was inspired by my Read Me for Filth channel. Now, some of you may be subscribers to that channel, uh, and I haven't really been active there. I'll be honest. I've been active on this channel for quite some time. Um, but it's a channel where I dedicate readings to those who just want it blunt, who don't want emotional care. They just want, they want the tough love. They need to get it straight, no cushion, nothing. So I have an oracle deck I made. It's just words on it that I call my Read Me for Filth Oracle card deck. And this is the homemade cover. So some of those cards are in this read. Now this isn't meant to be a reading where you're going to get read for filth, though you may. This reading was meant to attract in those that are matching my energy that I'm in right now. And the energy I'm in right now is one of needing to kick my own ass. Why I'm saying that is because I'm at a state right now where I feel like I give to many people, and then I have my specific people I'll jump for. Like if they call me, they need anything, I will go out my way to try to make it happen or to get it for them or to get there for them. But I've been noticing that some of these people, and some of them are blood relatives, when I'm asking for something, they're weighing the level of importance of what I'm asking for, or they're just already prepared to tell me no. I have a specific relative that no matter what I've asked for, I never get a yes. Every time I say, can I get a ride? It don't matter where I'm asking to go. I've never been given a yes. Um, but yet for the same relative, whenever they were in need, I'd jump and run. So I was kind of beating myself up. Like, when do you fucking learn? Sorry about the language, but not sorry. When do you fucking learn, Amina? You have to draw boundaries. You can't just be a giver until you're drained. And then when you're asking for someone to help you to replenish, they're like, no, not doing it. And then you're beating yourself up, or you're in this depression of loneliness, feeling lonely. Like, whenever I call on people, there's no one available for me. And I don't like feeling like that. So, because that's not true. The truth is, whenever I'm in need, this specific person or these specific people are not available. So, my messages, my read me fulfilled message may be, you need to set up some damn boundaries. But the way this is set up, it's a bunch of messages in it. It's exactly what you need at this very moment to hear in order to get out of the maybe emotional funk you're in, or to get out of a certain mindset that you've been stuck in. The mindset that I feel like I'm struggling to shift out of, it's just a feeling of immobility. My mind is set that I can't move. I can't go forward. I can't go anywhere. I'm not driving. I don't know how to drive. I can't drive. I can't go where I want to go. I can't move to the place I want to move. I can't go look at places I want to look at. So I have this mindset like I can't move forward. And I think that is attracting that energy to me. When I'm asking for assistance from other people to cope with this feeling, then I'm also getting a wake-up call that I'm possibly leaning on or relying on, or giving too much energy towards the wrong people. So hopefully we all get messages here that, though they may be kind of blunt, help us move past something. The first few cards are going to give you an idea of what you are here to really know about, and then the rest of the cards are just going to be advice you need right now. And the crystals are going to help you to select your pal, and may have something to do with your message too. So for pal number 1 is red jasper. Pile number 2 is Tiger's Eye. Pile number 3 is Pink Quartz. And pile number 4 is Citrine. Let's take 4 deep grounding breaths because my nerves were rattled before I did this session. I mean, literally right before I started this, someone disappointed me. Somebody that I feel like I had been at their beck and call for the last few weeks, but you know, every time I called on them, they just weren't available for whatever reason, you know. I think what I'm angry about is that I put other people's needs before my own, but when I ask for someone to help me, they always put their needs before mine, you know? So how can you be mad at that? You can only be mad at yourself because you weren't doing the same thing. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I'm working through things here too with you guys, okay? Let's take a deep breath in through our mouths. Inviting in peace and calm and clarity. Exhale. Letting go of any pains in the heart center. Breathe them out on every exhale, releasing any disappointments, feelings of guilt or shame. Breathe in. Love and light energy into your heart center. And breathe out. Releasing, relaxing. Breathe in, recharge, reboot, revive your light. Exhale. And again, breathe in. Feeling more calm and more peaceful. And exhale. Relaxing from the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet. And if you need to pause still to take another look at the crystals, you can do so now, but I'll be right back with Power 1. Hey, Power 1, welcome to your session. You were drawn to this red jasper crystal. I was too. I was kind of red jasper, first of all, is my zodiac sign's crystal. Besides, I think we also, Aries, have the diamond too, but we also have red jasper. I was also drawn to Pal 3, but it's like this one was grabbing at me. So feel free to pick more than one pal, my ones. So let's see what your messages are. What are you here for today? I do get with just off of Jasper being selected. I know that there's a change that's taking place, and I feel like this change has taken place for a long period. Maybe it's been taking some time for this transformation or this change to take place in you or in your life. But with this red jasper, I feel like I'm feeling fire energy, like the pace is about to pick up, or either you're at the end of a long transformation, like you're about to step into the new, or you're like right at the end. It's like one or the other. You're right at the end, or you finished and you're about to step into something new. But I am feeling like you guys may feel a little weary, like you have been on quite a journey. So let's see what else we got for my ones. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, there it is, the end of a karmic cycle where you've been through a lot. The Queen of Cups. What is the message My ones are here for today. The devil. What is the message for my ones today? We have the Empress. And Five of Swords reversed. So whenever I see the Five of Swords for me is somebody that's in constant competition, constant battle, that they may feel like they won, but they didn't really win. It's like they won, but they've got a lot of wounds and scars, or they suffered a lot of losses or something. But when it's reversed, it's like I take it as that's done. An ongoing battle is coming to an end, or ongoing area where you felt a lot of competitive energy. So what I'm getting for you is you've completed a karmic cycle. This cycle had to be very difficult for you when it comes to your emotions and your view of self. It feels like you were learning how to balance your emotions out here with this Queen of Cups. You were learning how to really express your emotions, how to release your emotions, and most important, what I'm hearing is validating your own emotions. Knowing that you don't have to look to anyone else to tell you that how you feel is real. And with the Empress here, I'm also getting like this was quite a journey for you of nurturing yourself, of loving on yourself, of seeing yourself as you truly are. Now I can't help but notice that she has a rune here on the shield. This rune symbol is Ingus. Yeah. Now Ingus is represents sexuality and being aware of your body, but it's very, very much the rune for fertility and family lines and pleasure and growth and stuff. So I do feel like some of you may get pregnant. Maybe that's something that you have been trying to do, and maybe there's been miscarriages, but that battle's coming to an end. It just feels like something that you've been obsessing over. Something let me get some clarity on this devil card here. And I'm gonna get a whole different tarot deck. And I don't do this all the time, just so y'all know. I'm gonna keep this on the side because the other piles might need clarity too. Alright, so let's use the Out of Hand Tarot deck. I need some clarity for my pile ones. Why is the devil in the center? Because the devil has a lot to do with, overindulgence. Some of you may, I'm hearing, have addictions you need to release that have been getting in the way of your fully completing your cycle and stepping into new energy. Queen of Pentacles reverse. There's something with you feeling financially stable or comfortable or being able to rely on yourself to be financially comfortable. Now, I don't know if this is something you're obsessing over because with the reverse, it shows that there is a feeling of lack around you right now, or if there is someone that's in your way or something. Nine of Cups. So it could be you with wish fulfillment coming through. Nine of Cups is your wish fulfillment, what you want coming in. So I am getting perhaps the only thing in your way at this time that is why you've been drawn to this reading is that there's a necessary shift out of a lack mindset. This lack mindset that it's almost like you feel like you can't get out of it. With the devil here, it's like you feel like you're stuck. You feel like you work, and you're not getting coins. You're not seeing the benefits of it. but they're showing your wish fulfillment is coming in, or perhaps that's what you're obsessing over, is reaching this end goal. But it does feel like the battle's coming to an end because there's been focus, or they're telling you to focus on taking care of yourself, nurturing your feelings, your emotions, stopping any addictions that you may have, or at least trying not to overindulge. And then you'll see a shift. Temperance reverse is confirmation. Addictions could be in the way, or overindulging in something could be in the way of your wish fulfillment at this time. It could be an imbalance even just in your mindset. Ten of Swords reverse. Some of you are still sitting in a past mindset that's toxic, where you're still healing from wounds, past wounds, probably from competitive energy, people trying to block you. Some of you had to deal with black magic in your way. It does show, though, that through it all, you maintained who you are, even if it was difficult. Because this monkey got a bandage on his head. Even if it was difficult, you still did what you had to do. And you still standing. You're still glowing. Emperor or Empress. You're still here. Shining, glowing, filled with love. Like it didn't do anything to damage your love, or being able to give or receive love. But it does seem you have coping mechanisms that could be overeating, over drinking, smoking, sitting in a certain mindset for too long, overindulging in shows or games that are bringing your vibe down. All of these things are in the way of your wish fulfillment. So think of the one thing that is like taboo, that you just feel like you can't do it out, but you know it's not good for you. It could even be a person. And that is the thing that's kind of causing you to be in a constant battle, when really you're at the top of the wheel of fortune. So you should be moving forward, advancing at this time. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. There's a lot of energy around you and lack. So at this time, you're supposed to be stepping into a new financial bracket, but it feels like it's slowed down until this could be dealt with. Whatever this addiction is, whatever that negative energy is that is in the middle of you being in emotional balance, is something here in the center that you're obsessing over. So those cards should have gave you clarity as to what it could be, but it's a general reading, so you have to take what resonates. I actually could have left those out, but I feel like the message cards should be separate from the tarot. So these are just some messages, some things you need to know, but that was your overall main read. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave it out. Yeah, why not? Give you something to focus, just in case, you might get other messages and stuff as I'm laying out cards. I'm going to put this here over his ratchet face. Okay, so these tiny cards here are going to tell you what your aura has been like, or your energy, your vibe. You have playful. It could also be what they're trying to guide you towards getting into the vibration of. Excited energy. So you should really be like in a mode of excitement and play and fun. And not with this obsessive energy here in the middle. Pink, compassion, love, vulnerable, gentle, beautiful. This is your vibe. This is the vibe you're giving off at this time. Overflowing love. So if you don't feel like this is the vibration you're in, this is the vibe that you're giving people, or this is the vibration that your guides are saying you need to get into at this time. One that is of play, that means just being open to fun and not just focused on work, but doing work that's fun, or just activities that are fun for you, or just getting into an energy of play, like childlike play. Excited energy is them saying either your vibe gives off like something exciting is about to happen, or you need to start getting excited, because being in a vibration of excitement attracts more exciting experiences to you. This pink lets me know this is your aura at this time. A lot of times you may have this aura of pink, which draws people to you because they feel like you're gentle. They see your vulnerability, and it opens them up to feel like they could be vulnerable. You come off with an energy of love and beauty. And then to have it confirmed with overflowing love is just confirmation that that's the vibe you give off, is that you're just walking in this energy of love. So let's see, now we're moving on to the read for filth cards, and hopefully y'all don't get read too hard. Let's see, pile ones, you have your sacral chakra says, I'm a little clogged up, so your creativity will be too. So you might want to do some sacral chakra meditation, visualizations. I think I have one on my channel. Just look in the meditations playlist. But yeah, it's saying your sacral's a little clogged. So if you've been feeling creatively blocked, sexually blocked, outside of yourself, like as if you're not being true to who you are, that sacral chakra, you need to work with it. You need to work on it. Dang, and you got it twice. Your sacral chakra says, stand in your truth. Be you. No one else can do life like you, boo. So what's happening here is like you're not expressing yourself authentically. Maybe you think you are, but there are some blocks here. Either you're not expressing your sexuality authentically, or you are not expressing yourself creatively authentically, and just standing in who you really are, period, can shut down your sacral chakra. Okay? I swear if y'all would have got another sacral, I would have been like, what the heck? And it says you really need to be doing something more creative for a living. You really do. So if you're here right now and you're not in a creative line of work, or you are doing something where you can add creativity, like they're saying you need to. You need to be doing something creative. So there may be creative artists here who are not exactly doing their calling, or doing using their gift, and you're being called to at this time to use your gifts. Now, these three cards come from my homemade oracle deck called the Juice Oracle Deck. It's based off of a movie called Juice. You have to look it up. It's a classic New York movie. If you don't know it, you need to know it as a member of this family of light. I'm kidding. But anyway, these cards are based off of that movie. So you have skipping school, which is something they did in the movie. Having a baby doesn't make you a man, which was something that was said in the movie. And true colors, which is something that came out in the movie. People's true colors. All right, I want to make sure there's room for all the cards. Even though you can barely read these cards over here, I still, whatever. All right, so skipping school. There's some steps you need to take before you can truly be where you want to be. Go back to school, enroll in an online course, or seek a mentor for guidance. That's interesting because I literally myself was just looking at a school's program, but I was looking for a fellowship. I don't want to pay for school. I want them to pay me to come. Anyway, this isn't about me. Let's go. Having a baby doesn't make you a man. Nurture your ideas and things you create, even children, if that applies. Having a lot on your plate means nothing unless you can balance it all. So you are getting kind of a warning to nurture the things you create. Take time. If you have kids, nurture them. If you have ideas, nurture them. But don't try to have a whole bunch of things going on at one time at this time of Power Ones, because they're saying that if you can't balance all the things you got going on, then it's pointless. So it's time to narrow down things. Maybe you got too many things going on at one time. Prioritizing and scheduling and list making, to-do lists and things like that. But I really hear priority standing out. So prioritizing at this time, making a list of your priorities and then nipping until you got your top 4 or something like that, or top 5 or top 2. That's what you need to be doing. okay, and putting your energy towards that, because they're saying you might be a little scattered. And then with true colors, you have authenticity is a must. How many times you getting told to speak up? And this is a different deck. Authenticity is a must at this time. Speak your truth. Don't let anyone come in your life and cause you to be fake. So that means if you are around people who make you feel like you can't be your true self, you can't speak your truths and what you really believe and feel, then you need to do some soul searching. Okay. I'm sorry, I was banging the pole next to me. That's my bracelets doing that when y'all hear that. And last but not least, this is the first oracle deck I ever made. So it's no drawings, it's just words. And it says, environment changes are needed and coming now. Yay! So if you need to move, if you need a new job, they're letting you know that shift is happening for you now. I'm literally saying yay because y'all heard me in the opening what I was saying my issues were. And I told you I was drawn to this pal, so yay. All right. If the vibe ain't right, get the hell up out of there or away from those people. Listen to your gut feeling. Also matching what I said in the opening of this read. And I'm sorry to inform y'all, this could be people you're even related to. And I know a lot of times that's difficult for some people. And that's how y'all end up in these like toxic entanglements and dramas, because we're taught, no matter what, family's family. But not for light workers. For light workers, you're really meant to choose your family, and your family comes to you. It's like your soul tribe. So the family you choose ends up being more your family than the family you're born in. In some cases, okay? Don't believe, and this is written in red, this comes directly from your ancestors. Don't believe everything you see or hear. Listen to the feeling of your ancestor compass. So there may be people lying to you, or maybe being fake on Facebook, online, or whatever. So you're getting told, use discernment with the things you're hearing and seeing at this time. And that might not just be people this could be with news and media, period. All right. You also have you need and must dance. You will feel much better. Yeah, this is my pal. This is from your ancestors too. You got two messages here in red ballpoint pen. Deities are also coming through to let you know they're deities with you, walking with you at this time, and pretty much supporting you in an environment change, getting you into dancing, getting you away from toxic people, and shielding you from deception. And your last card, I open my heart. It brings you right back to your pink, compassionate, loving energy. I once gave someone power over how I feel. This is your affirmation, power ones. So repeat it after me. I open my heart. I once gave someone power over how I feel. Today, I forgive and I take my power back. And that is your message that you needed to hear today, power ones. I think this was pretty clear, straight to the point. And I think that these are messages that can help you moving forward. So if this resonated like it did for me, please give me a thumbs up. They really help my channel. And if you're new here, remember to subscribe and join this family of light. If you're drawn here, you're obviously a part of the soul family. Read the description. It'll tell you about all the ways that we can connect and vibe. And I'm sending you so much light and love on your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with group 2. Bye. Hey, pal 2. Welcome to your session. You were drawn to this tiger's eye crystal. And it is a part of your reading. We're going to see where it fits in. All right. So the first few cards, as I told you, will give you pretty much an idea of what your reading is about, or what you're here to find out about. But with Tiger's Eye leading the way, I do feel like there's some kind of I keep hearing protection, but I was trying to reach for some other word. But I'm hearing some extra protection you're getting right now. I do feel like it could be around no, I was gonna say around your career, but I'm hearing psychic attacks too for some of you. If you do intuitive work or you read, um, you may be getting some extra protection when it comes to that. Maybe there are other seers who are not so light worky that might be watching you. Could just be maybe you do work with people where you take on people's energy and you're not doing a good job of releasing it. That could be a lot of professions. Like that could you could do that through just being a regular school day teacher or a counselor or therapist. So there's just something with your energy getting some extra protection at this time. So I don't know if the cards are going to tell you why, or if you just needed to know that because maybe there was a sense of worry or concern that you might have been carrying in regards to feeling vulnerable to um, either career loss or stagnancy or people literally aiming to mess with your psyche. Okay. So you have Six of Wands. It did come through reverse. I let you know the reversals, but I always show them upright initially so you can see what they look like. You have, what's this? The Seven of Pentacles reversed. Does feel like this has something to do with work. Yeah. You have Justice. Now this was probably upright, but then I think when I put the deck down, it flipped over to reverse. I'm going to leave Justice there upright though, and I'm going to keep in mind it could be either way. You have the Three of Cups reversed. And the King of Pentacles. All right, see, this whole spread has to do with money. The whole layout has to do with something with career and finance. So with the Six of Wands reversed, there's some feeling of failure. Like just feeling like you did not succeed at something. It feels like something that you expected people to either look up to you for. Some of you may have felt like you parented someone the wrong way. That's for a few of you. Feeling like you raised children who weren't successful or you didn't raise your children successfully. But for most of you, I'm feeling like something you thought you were going to be recognized for or like held in high esteem, you feel like you did not do. That did not come to pass. With the Seven of Pentacles here reversed, it lets me know it could be something you've been doing for a long time, you've been working on, you've been putting your energy towards. You just didn't see growth quick enough. You didn't see the result you were looking for quick enough. With it coming through reverse, it lets me know there was a lot of impatience to the point of wanting to give up if you didn't. Some of you may just have given up. It's feeling like you just weren't getting your fair share. You're putting energy towards something, you're doing something the best that you can, but feeling like you're still not getting recognized for it. Or yeah, just feeling like things are not fair, things are not balanced. But I see the Three of Cups here reverse. You are getting a warning that you may have often surrounded yourself with people who did not want to see you do well. You may have a circle of friends or had a circle of friends who did not want to see you progress or succeed or pass them in some way. So they could have been a part of why things were going slowly for you, not just by projecting their energy, but literally could have been doing things to put a monkey wrench in your plans. But the King of Pentacles here either somebody is coming in now that is going to be very financially stable, or you are about to be in this position. The King of Pentacles represents loyalty as well. So this could be someone coming in that's really going to support you and be loyal. Or it could just be you getting into a position where you feel comfortable enough that you have enough to give and then some. And you're just loved and trusted and adored as a giver because you're overflowing with prosperity. But it's like you have to get either away from people that don't want to see you do well, which is probably where the protection comes in. It's like there are people around you that don't want to see you do well. And I think this reading here was meant to kind of confirm, because I feel like if you, some of you here are like, I already know who they are. It was here to confirm, like, you are correct. And then some of you, you might have just been feeling like something feels off. This is the confirmation. You need to, one, check your friend circle, and people that are falling off, let them fall off. And two, you have to get out of the mindset of feeling as if nothing is working out for you, nothing is balancing out, nothing is fair. Your justice is coming in, however, this seems to be in the way. Okay, you're not going to get what's due to you until you remove these toxic entities that are in the way. Okay. For many of you, I feel like you got people in your energy who are just hanging around for your come up. And then there's those of you who are people who are around to make sure it doesn't happen. Ain't that a bitch? Now, I had needed clarity for the other group. I didn't need clarity for this one. This is pretty clear. So let's get to your vibe. What is the vibe you're in or giving off at this time? My pal twos, you have loving life. So this is either the vibe you need to be in, like you need to be in a vibration of someone who is just loving life. Oops, sorry about that, if that was loud. Or you need, or this is the vibe that people think you're in. People feel like you are just loving your life right now. You have low energy. This may be really where you feel. Okay? Maybe your energy is, you just feel tired. Like you feel like you've been doing a lot, putting a lot into things and not getting your just due. So there could be that air of just feeling like I'm tired. Okay? And you have conditioned self. So you went through some things that have kind of got you stuck in a certain mindset. It could be these people, maybe there's a conditioning that has you feeling like these people have to be in your life or they have to be around you. Or you have to keep pushing, 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 even when you have low energy, or you have to put on this front like you're loving life because in the past it's taught you that, if you show any signs of sadness, it's a weakness, or, these are things that your conditioned self will tell you. And they're letting you know that there are some aspects of conditioning that are rising up right now and kind of getting in the way. And your aura is hot pink. Spontaneous, sweetness, fun, party, bright star, stunning, and treats. Like little treats come in. You can have some experiences coming in that are just going to feel like, ooh, that was a nice little treat. Or just maybe opportunities to do something, spontaneous things coming in that's just going to be fun. You're meant to be a bright star. Your energy is stunning when it's high and not low. And this is why they're telling you you have to get rid of this conditioned thinking and do something that raises your energy. If these people pull it down, then you need to get away from them. If you are focusing your energy into something that you no longer have a love or passion for, then you need to pull that energy back and do something that helps you love life. So this brings me to my read me for filth oracle deck, and let's hope you don't get too red for filth. My twos, you have your sacral chakra. Says, how come the sacral's coming out so much? Came out twice for power one. Your sacral chakra says, you know why you've been having wet dreams. Because you're horny. My pal twos. Okay, pal twos. So I don't know if you've been, and it wants to go under love and life. I don't know if you've been feeling backed up, frustrated, if you've been overindulging in self pleasure, but if you have, your sacral chakras letting you know it's because you need to get some. So maybe you need to buy some toys, or you need to go out on a date, or see your man or woman or wife or husband or whatever it is. Okay, you have that little addiction you have needs to stop now. You know this. This is crazy because Power One got told that there was an addictive behavior that was in the way of them reaching a goal. And now you have the same thing. Now, this Pal, I feel like your addiction is a little different. I don't know if it's an addiction to a certain lifestyle, a crowd, uh, um, yeah, but it's like some kind of addiction that you already know you have that needs to stop. Okay, I'm not seeing like what exactly it is. They're pretty much saying you know already. It's something you already know. All right. So it could be a mindset shift. It could literally be something physical. You know what that is. And I'm being told not to say, like to let Pal 2 figure it out. Your crown chakra says divine light streaming in. You are open and in full alignment with source. So just trust. You're getting guidance from the divine at this time. Okay, if you've been feeling like, I feel guided to do this, but I don't know why, that's why. All right. Source is guiding you. God is guiding you right now. Not to say we're not always being guided by God, but sometimes, it's stronger than at other times. Right now, your crown, the top of your head, that vibrates to the color purple, that connects you to the divine, is very open. And because of that, you're getting a lot of guidance. Okay. So be open to it. Now, the next messages come from my homemade oracle deck based off of the classic New York movie called Juice. So, it's going to have words from scenes or literally scenes from the movie. You should all see it. So, this pal has the bodega, which is a spot they would hang. You got the juice now. This was set at the end of the movie. And Old Man Quiles. He was the owner of the bodega. I don't remember what any of these cards say, so I'm kind of like laughing to see what the messages are. All right. Everything you need will be made available to you and those you love. Time to gather with some friends and just chill. So there is an emphasis on you really finding your true friend circle. And for whatever reason, maybe you're hanging out with a group or you're clinging to a group that your conditioned self is telling you you need to be around. And they're coming to you to tell you it's time for you to just gather with real friends, not the ones that don't want to see you come up, not the ones that are waiting for your come up, but the ones that just love life, that you love life with, the ones that are fun, that like to party, that are spontaneous. You need to just chill and don't stress out. What you need is going to come to you. So if you get into an energy of, it's not fair, nothing's going my way, blah, 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 put so much work into this and I'm getting nothing back, then you're going to get nothing back. All right. They're telling you, just chill. Everything you need is going to come. And you got the juice now. Like literally, he said this to dude at the end of the movie, but he didn't want the juice when he told him this. However, your card says the universe conspires to help you. You are at the top or will be in your career and wealth and fame. So they're letting you know, like, don't worry about recognition. I feel like you're seeking recognition from the wrong people. And your guides are coming through to tell you, like, you're already at the top of your game. The recognition you're looking for, you shouldn't be, because wealth and fame is going to come in because you're already, or you're going to be at the top in your career. What you're doing is you're listening to your conditioned self and maybe the voices of those who don't want to see you go that far ahead, who make you feel like you're not at the top. Okay. And if you feel like you're not, or you could never be, Look around and see who the people are around you that supposedly support you. You know what I'm saying? That encourage you. And also pay attention to that inner voice. Is it always a conditioned voice talking to you? If it is, you got some healing work to do from things in your past. You got Old Man Quilles. You may have a chance to make a lot of money. Look at this with your pal. And you got the King of Pentacles. You may have a chance to make a lot of money from your own business or a new job. Just make sure no one tries to cheat you, ding, 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 or steal what's yours. Bing, bing, bing. Watch your money. And now there's the clarity on what's the protection is for. You are going to be very prosperous if you aren't already. And they're trying to let you know that you have to watch the circle of people you keep around you, because you may have people who come around you just because of what you have, who want to be around you because you're prosperous, or they feel like you're going to be prosperous. You know, look out for that, okay? And really, really use discernment with the people you keep around you. Now, the last bit of advice comes from the first homemade oracle deck I ever made in my life. And your messages are, if you got this card, now I think the cards with the yellow highlight, is it from Source? I think from Source. The ones traced in red were ancestors. I think this is straight from God. If you got this card, then welcome home. You're a part of my soul tribe. Ain't that cute when I'm telling you to find your soul tribe? So maybe you need to be in my workshops. Maybe you've been in them before and you met some of the people in the groups and you're being urged to stay in contact or stay connected. Maybe you need to get into one. Whatever the case may be, you're a part of this soul tribe. So if you've been looking for like-minded individuals or a circle of friends that want to see you thrive, you're in the right place. So maybe leave a comment. Hey, I chose Pal 2. Who else is here from Pal 2? Find some others. And here's an ancestor message coming through. Your purpose is to make dreams come true. So maybe you don't realize it, but you may have a calling that means you're going to be helping other people. And maybe that's why I said here with the success card, it just felt like people were supposed to be looking up to you or holding you in high esteem, but you didn't feel like you were getting those accolades. You're going to, because whatever it is you do, it's helping people. Even if you're just a mom or a dad to someone, you're helping make someone's dream come true without even realizing it. And that's a part of your purpose. Mastery. You got a lot of ancestors coming through. This is star ancestry now, Pal 2s. This is a sign of support from your starseed family. You are a spirit that's meant to become a master at your passion. What do you do, Pal 2? What do you do in this world? Whatever you're passionate about, you're meant to master it, and your star ancestors are helping you with that. Air sign energy. So if you aren't an air sign, then there's a lot of air sign energy around you, which could have a lot to do with the need to communicate and think. Really sit and think. This calls for like mental stability, you know, getting your mind and your thoughts to calm and to be in alignment with what it is you want to do and where you want to go. And jungle animals. So if you've been wondering who your spirit guides are, animal spirit guides are, most of them reside in jungles. As if that narrows it down, but those are the animals that are coming through in this session as well. You've been guided here also by some of your animal spirit guides, but primarily it looks like by God and your ancestors. And that's what I got for you as the message you were meant to hear today, my Pal 2s. If this resonated, please give me a thumbs up. It does help the channel to thrive. If you're new here, remember to subscribe and join this family of light. You're obviously a light worker. And everybody read the description. It'll tell you about all the ways that we can continue to vibe and, yeah, work together. And meet me on my other platforms. I'm sending you so much light and love on your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. Until next time, love you guys. I'll be back with part 3. Bye. Just threw that in there. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your session. You were drawn to pink quartz. This was probably the second pal I was drawn to. So, it'll fit into your reading somewhere, but off back, I just keep hearing love, romance, love, romance. So either you're in a relationship or you're very lonely. That's the two things I'm getting. Or it could be both. You're in a relationship and you're lonely. All right, so we're going to start with Tarot. The Tarot usually gives me an idea of what your overall message is, and then the other cards are just random advice. If the Tarot doesn't give the message clear, then I have another deck here that will clarify. But let's see what we got. So you have the Seven of Wands reverse as your first card. I'm showing them all upright, just so you could get a look at it. You have the Ace of Wands. You have the Ten of Wands. These are so faded. Ten of Swords reversed. You have the Lovers. Well, didn't I say love? Romance, love. And all right. And the Page of Swords. Oops. All right. A lot coming through. And I have a feeling I might have to clarify with this group. So let me get the deck ready just in case. What I'm seeing off jump is like some kind of something you really are having to fight for. But what I'm getting with not even like fight, like just defend. You ever have something that people are constantly attacking? Maybe they're constantly telling you the relationship you're in isn't good, or they're constantly telling you you need to have a better job, or you need to be doing this, you need to do that. But you know that whatever it is you're doing or wherever you are is worth it. It's where you're passionate. It's where you feel called. Well, with the Seven of Wands reversed, something has you almost wanting to say, you know what, I give up. I can't defend this any longer. I'm tired of constantly having to defend, and stand my ground against opposition. It's like, I'm just tired of it now. And it's like you're almost ready to just say, I give up. What is it that would be easier? You know, what would be easier rather than having to keep standing my ground? However, there's some major opportunity coming in. It's an Ace of Wands here. Something is coming your way after you have healed from betrayals. And I mean, my poor pal threes, when you get the Ten of Swords, that means you've had multiple. You've had multiple. Like, just about everybody you trusted or people you thought you could trust and confide in has stabbed you in the back. You see this as a fallen king. Everybody you trusted stabbed you in the back. But with the reverse, it's letting me know this has happened. And now you're in the process of getting back up from that. But getting back up from it hasn't been easy. You haven't really been feeling like fighting anymore. Like, come on, what happens when I stand by what I believe and what I'm passionate about and what I desire or want or what I do? I get a bunch of swords in my back. So it kind of has you on the fence. Like, do I want to go for this opportunity that I'm very passionate about, that could bring me fresh new energy in, possibly bring me to my soulmate? This is the choice you have to make right now. But it's going to require you to be honest. Page of Swords. You have to speak your truth. You're going to have to not care what anyone thinks. With Page of Swords, it also gives me the energy of social media. If you're worried about what people think about you on social media, it could be about your relationship, or relationships you've had. they're like advising, like, but I'm almost hearing like you're standing in it, but there's something with this Seven of Wands. And that's where I felt I was going to need the clarity as to what is wrong here. Why are you ready to give up? What, or is this past tense? The moon reversed. All right, so this could be a totally separate thing you may be dealing with at this time. It's something that you've been trying to defend doing or supporting. Is it a person? Three of Pentacles could be people. It could be a person or a career choice is what I'm getting. People or a career choice that you've been trying to stand your ground with, but you know, like, either it's not worth it anymore, it brings up emotions and feelings for you to look at this time. It's just, there's something you're meant to be recognized for at this time. There's some kind of work you're supposed to be doing, and that's a side note. Y'all reading is taking me somewhere else. Six of Wands, yeah, success. There's something, okay, so I'm getting two things. For some of you, this Seven of Wands reverse represents a career, a job, an opportunity that you stood your ground behind. Like, this is what I want to do for so long that now maybe you're feeling like, was it worth it? You know, because I'm still not seeing my 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Cups. But they're saying this recognition is coming in. You're about to be successful. I see you getting either a reward, a grant, uh, some kind of letter of commemoration, or some of your contract even. But I see something coming as a result of work you've done. And it could be work you've done with other people or someone else, a collaborative job or something like that. So don't give up. If there's something that it's like, oh my God, this is taking a long time or a lot of energy, don't give up. For others of you, with this moon here, there's something you're emotionally attached to. It could be a relationship. Three of Wands. This is the Three of Wands reversed. Whatever it is giving up. Like feeling like you can't get there. If it's a relationship, it's long distance. With the Three of Wands here, it's someone packing their bags. But it's reversed, so it's letting me know it's a relationship you feel like is far, or you can't get to it, and you're ready to give up on it. And it brings a whole lot of emotions up too when you even think about it. Like, you get very, very, very emotional. These things may need to be expressed in some way. Five of Cups reverse. Yeah, you hold a lot of disappointments inside, things that were out of your control. This is what has you in this energy of, I don't want to fight anymore. But hold on, because this wand is here. There is some opportunity that's going to come cutting through the clouds where you might have felt like you're in the dark, you're not seeing or receiving your just due. This opportunity is coming. That's going to bring you success and recognition. Or it's going to bring you the healing you need so that you can step into a new loving relationship. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Some of you are dealing with wounds from past relationships where there was deception and sneakiness. And if you're dealing with someone who's doing that now, it's going to come to the surface, or it already has. But all of this is happening so that you can make the right choice and get into alignment with who you're meant to be with. The truth is coming out now. Ace of Swords. How the hell do I literally pull that before I say it? The Ace of Swords is clarity. It's the truth. And it was meant to clarify this Page of Swords. So literally, truth and honesty are the key right now. Being honest, being truthful, and being open to new beginnings, because there's some new beginnings coming in you're going to be very passionate about. And I do feel like you've done healing here. Nine of Wands reverse. Like, this is the wounded warrior. But in reverse, you may still carry some of the wounds. It's like you're done with this, but you do have some of the scars. Like, see how the wrist is bandaged. You still carry some of the wounds from feeling like, you know, you put energy towards something or some people only to be stabbed in the back. Dealing with a lot of sneaky and deceptive people this pile here. Sheesh. But now is your time for truth and clarity. All right. People that are coming in to collaborate with are the truth. Soulmates coming your way now. You might have met somebody recently. I'm hearing for some of you that maybe immediately you were like, I don't think this is the one. And spirit is kind of like, backtrack again around, because that you might be missing out on something. For others of you, there's a long distance relationship that you might feel like, and I'm not talking like domestic. If you have like a lover or interest in someone and they live like in the next state, no, I'm talking about someone that lives in a different country. This person is packing more than one bag, and the calendar has days xed off, like they are traveling internationally, they're out of here. And so I feel like this person doesn't live in the same country. So if that's not you, then that doesn't apply to you. But they're saying don't give up on long distance. There's just some big opportunity that's about to come in after a healing from betrayals, okay? Right at the point of wanting to give up. Like, I'm not even trying to do that anymore. Something's going to come in. It could be the job of a lifetime, like that job that's your soul calling. It could be a contract of marriage with your soul or divine mate. Whatever it is, it's bringing in clarity. It's bringing in the truth. It's bringing in your justice. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be a situation where communication is going to be open and truthful and honest and loving. And yeah. I'm also hearing make your plans. Get clear on your plans. All right. Be clear at your communication with spirit, with source, so that it's clear exactly what it is you want as well. That's been an issue for you in the past, I'm hearing. Clarity of communication, being misunderstood by people, or just not being clear with what it is you want from the universe as well. All right, so let's now finally get into your advice. So first we have, let's take a look at your vibe. How are you felt? What's the vibe you're in or you need to be in at this time? You have gold, higher self, source, divine connect, soul star. That's your soul star chakra, which is 7 to 12 inches above your head and vibrates to the color gold. Inner light and self-worth. So you do have a golden aura, my pal threes. Are you walking in it right now? I don't know. But when you are in your true light, your aura is golden. And it does mark you as being very connected to the divine. Karmic debts. So this is either saying you have cleared them or you are paying some still. Okay? You'll know where you fall in. If you feel like you've been in a cycle that keeps repeating, it's karmic. And it's something you're meant to learn, and that's why it keeps repeating. If you feel like you have finally overcome a major lesson that probably took you a long, many years to learn, you've probably just cleared a karmic debt. Either way, they are wanting you to take a look and realize that you may have cleared them. I think in this case, there may be a karmic debt as to why you went through the betrayals. I feel like because it landed here, it's like confirmation that those betrayals, those people you had to deal with and defend yourself against were all karmic debts. Maybe in another lifetime you stood against them on something or backstabbed them. Or maybe in previous lifetimes, that's just how they played out in your life every time as a shiesty. But in this lifetime, you're going to rise above that energy anyway with your golden higher self. Spiritual growth, see? You're meant to spiritually grow. So karmic debts, if you are still dealing with any, are going to be for your spiritual growth, okay? And you have the color gray. Wow, so you do have some debts. We have tower energy, cycle, fog, release, control, trust, big change, karmic debts or connections. I just think it's confirmation. You got double confirmation with karmic debts. So I feel like this group here, you may have went through a lot of karma, a lot of karmic energy, a lot of cycles that you were like, when will this end? A lot of chaos where things you built fell and you had to start all over again. The biggest lesson I feel for this pal was to trust that when change is happening, it's for the best. But I feel like this is a pal that fought against change, would stand against it, did not want change. And so therefore change had to come to you in a way that it was no choice. And I think you've spiritually grown from it. You've gotten into a better connection with yourself and your worth and what you should be willing to put your energy towards. And all you need to do now is trust. All right, there's a big change coming in for you. Um, I'm sure this pal here, like with karmic debts, it's just, I'm not feeling like you still have any. Seven of Pentacles. Just wanted some clarity with karmic debts. Okay. So some of you, your karmic debts may lie in work. Yeah. You may still have some karmic debts when it comes to your career. Maybe there's a career you're supposed to be doing that you're not, that maybe in another lifetime you did, but now in this one you got fear around it, or maybe in this lifetime some fear is gathered around a certain calling, because this Ace of Wands is letting me know there's something that's calling you or that's going to come in that you're very passionate about that you're not doing already, or it's going to put you in alignment with something you are doing but not focusing on. There's something you're meant to do in this world, and yeah, they're trying to clear the way for you to do it. I feel like this pile here needs a full read. Y'all need to randomly check another reading to get more clarity. I feel like whatever other reading you're drawn to, look in the intuitive therapy playlist, whatever reading, or 911. Whichever one of those calls to you, look at it, and I feel like that is the plus, the add-on reading you needed to hear with this one. But because I'm getting that some of you have cleared karma, and then I'm getting some of you still have karmic debts. Okay. So now I want to, I'm sorry, I had to pause for a second because someone's blasting their music in their car outside. I'm like, why are you sitting out here doing that? Look at me. Anyway. So these cards come from my Read Me for Filth homemade oracle deck. The rest of these cards are all from my homemade oracle decks and are meant to give you some kind of random advice that you need to know right now. So let's hope you don't get read too much for filth. Pile 3. You have your root chakra says, if you stay connected to your family, seen and unseen, you will thrive. Wow. So there's something with family, okay, with this group here. Maybe you've had to stand your ground against family or with your family against others. Whatever the case is, they're saying it doesn't necessarily mean family that's in the physical. It could be family that is in spirit. As long as you're connected to your ancestors or your lineage or your family in some way, or even that family to me that is your spiritual fam, you'll thrive. You'll be fine. And I feel like this is like confirmation that you're about to really get rooted there in like where you're supposed to be when it comes to those that love and support you. Your solar plexus chakra says you can stop the habits you don't want, but you don't want to. I'm so pissed off at my ancestors right now. Like, I was in Pile 1 where they were talking about addictions and stuff. Now I said, I'm also drawn to Pile 3. And here they come talking about habits. So we all got some habits, y'all, that they're saying you say you want to get rid of them. Oh, I want to stop smoking. I want to stop drinking. I want to stop overeating. I want to stop having this lack mindset. I want to, I want to stop being around toxic people and toxic relationships. But they're saying you constantly keep doing the opposite. So they're like, you don't really want to stop. Your solar plexus is your space of willpower, determination, and determination and confidence. And it's pretty much letting you know that You have the willpower to do it. You have that. But it's because you're choosing to continue something that it's not stopping. It's saying you're literally making that conscious choice. It's not something that you can't stop. And you know what it is. And you have your throat chakra says talk less, listen more. So maybe you've been saying too much of your business. Maybe you've been talking to the point where you're not hearing other people. I know for me, I'm always doing readings. So maybe my throat chakra is like, shut the hell up for a minute and get some readings instead of giving them. But either way, your throat chakra is letting you know that there's a need for you to curb how much you're using it right now. For right now, maybe you're sharing too much information, is what I'm really hearing. You're telling the wrong people stuff, or maybe you're talking so much you're not hearing anyone, what they're saying. I'm really getting you might need to pull your energy back. Maybe you're sharing too much. Maybe you're saying too much and you need to stop saying so much. Keep some things to yourself, is what I'm hearing. Especially with this Page of Swords, keeps making me think like some of you may be on social media talking and sharing too much. And they're saying, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Now, these next cards come from my homemade deck based off of the classic New York film called Juice. So it's going to have references to scenes and lines from the movie. But let's see what your advice is. Pile threes, you have Know the Ledge, Knowledge. This is the theme song for the movie. You have All We Do Is Run, which was said in the movie by Tupac, in fact, Tupac's character. And Help, Q, Don't Let Me Go. This is the end of the movie, and I don't want to give it away. In case you guys never saw it, and you need to see it if you want to be a member of this channel. I'm sorry, it's an old hood movie. But, yeah. Anyway, so you got Know the Ledge. Knowledge is power. Use what you've learned from prior experiences to know how to make moves on your journey. Okay, ain't nothing else to add to that. There's things that you know already that you've learned. And they're saying that's going to be the knowledge you need right now to move forward. Okay? So you've been through all of this stuff here. I feel like all of this here that you went through was so that you know how to move forward. So that now you connect to your soulmates, your soul family, the honest truth, people who are wielding the sword for you, not at you. Okay? All we do is run. Finally, you're ready to receive your blessings. No more avoiding what God has prepared for you. Take courage. Good life is yours. So you're ready now. Maybe for a minute you were a little scared. And you can say, nah, I wasn't scared. I've been ready for these blessings to come in. But sometimes when you have huge blessings coming in, like an Ace of Wands, or or even the Lovers, it can get scary, to feel like, oh my God, I'm getting what I want. Because the fear usually revolves around thinking you won't be able to maintain it and keep the momentum going, thinking you're going to lose it, thinking you're not good enough for it. And so they're letting you know you can't avoid what God has prepared for you any longer. It's coming in, so get ready to receive. And Help, Q, Don't Let Me Go. Don't feel guilty if you have to let an old friend go. They no longer serve a purpose in your life. Wow. Were you guys drawing the power one too? Sheesh. It's like a lot of these piles have been like repeating messages. Maybe the repetitive messages are for me since I'm the one that's going to be reading every pile. But yeah, there may be some people who just ain't meant to reach that mountaintop with you. And they're saying don't feel guilty when you got to let folks go. You're going to have to, this pal especially, because half them folks done stabbed you in the back and showed you they were deceiving you all along. All right. So now, your last bit of advice comes from the first homemade deck I ever made in my life. And your messages are, Bad shit happens to everyone. How you react is the key to how you'll feel. So just watch how you respond to things. In fact, don't react. Reacting means you're gonna go off the first thing that they spark in you. Respond. Listen. Remember it says talk less, listen more. Listen in any situation, even if it's a bad one. And this way, you can be in control of how you feel. You're in control rather than reacting, meaning someone else controlled how you feel, how you felt. You have love is in the air, ain't it? Take a whiff. So many of you are about to really, really step into a love relationship like no other. And I felt that with that pink quartz. If you're not in one already, one is coming in, your soulmate. If you're already in a relationship, it's like they're letting you know that's the one. Love is in the air. Okay. And I feel like also for those of you who aren't interested in a relationship, it's speaking of a love for something you're very passionate about. And I feel like it's coming back around again. Maybe you gave up on it because people kind of got in your path, but it's coming back in for you to give you another opportunity. And this could be anything that you felt like you wanted, that there was a lot of opposition against you for, but it just feels like it calls to you, or they call to you. You also have when spirit calls. This comes from source energy. It's traced in yellow highlight. When spirit calls, answer. I feel like you're being put into alignment with your life purpose at this time. I don't know. No one else got a life purpose read, but I feel like that's happening with this pal. And they're letting you know, like, you're going to get a call. You're going to get some kind of synchronicity. Something's going to happen that's going to let you know you're being called to this purpose. And when it comes through, they're saying answer it. Don't be scared. Okay? Don't be scared. You're very beautiful, pal 3. Wow. And this is meant on the outer. You could be beautiful inside as well, but this reference here is to let you know that visually you're also very beautiful and that this is noticed. Okay? And this is meant for you to also use to your advantage, because beauty can be soothing to people at times, just to see beautiful, bright, golden aura. And there's no way you're beautiful on the outside if you're ugly on the inside. So you do have to be a beauty within as well. And nah, I don't think that's wise. So there's a decision or something you wanted to do, a choice you have to make, a question you may have in your mind, like, should I? Is this a good idea? They're kind of coming through to say, whatever it is, it's probably not a good idea. Now, I don't know if anybody had any choices they had to make right now, because the lovers does show a choice. It does mean you're making a choice about something for some of you. But what is this choice that they're saying, probably not wise? Let me get some clarity. You got the 10 of Swords again reversed. If there's something you're still healing from, something you still remember, like you carry the wounds, the memory of being hurt and betrayed, you're being advised to do what you have to do to complete a healing process. But I don't know what they're warning here. What is not wise? Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups reversed. The warning you're getting here is that you may be revisiting something that has brought you a lot of pain. You may even be running into or seeing people who betrayed you soon. Or maybe you're thinking about it. Being around them, being in an environment, being in a community, doing a job, something that has already wounded you that you're healing from. What they're saying is not wise is expecting a fresh start there. There's going to be no fresh start at love, okay? What you may find is that you're revisiting either old-ish or yeah, like it's the same energy. Let me get one more card. Page of Pentacles reverse. Let me see if it's just that I'm holding these upside down. And Three of Cups reverse. Nope, I flipped the deck over to try to make the next card upright and it's still reversed. All right, this has to do with fake ass friends. People who have betrayed you. People who didn't want to see you make money. Are you thinking about trying to make peace with these people? Going around these people? Giving love to an ex who was a part of this? Like, it's just giving the energy of people who have hurt you, betrayed you, didn't want to see you prosper, uh, whew, got in the way of your money, I'm hearing even. Just a toxic bunch. Like, there's something that they're saying is not wise. So I don't know what it is you've been contemplating doing. Is it revisiting these people? Four of Pentacles. Yep. It's not a good idea to go around people you're still healing from at this time. Not a good idea at all. It's showing it's going to reopen wounds that may still need healing. You're not going to get emotional satisfaction from it. Like this new start that you want, maybe a new love relationship with an ex, maybe with a group of friends or community or circle of people. They're showing these people are still Three of Cups reverse. Still smile on your face and be backstabby. They're not your true friends. Okay? Four of Pentacles here. There's something with valuing a value. I don't know if they value you or you're valuing them more than they value you. Somebody's holding on to the other and seeing the other as some kind of stability. Ten of Wands. Yeah, these people are just a burden. These people are burdensome. You will end up carrying all the weight. Some of you, these people that you want to be around again, just want to use you for your resources. Maybe you have money. Maybe you're somebody who takes on responsibilities and makes things happen. Whatever it is, it's not a good idea. Do not, I'm hearing, do not mix with those you're still healing from. I know many of you are probably like, well, maybe I'm trying to find closure. Knight of Cups, let them come to you. They will reach out to you, all right? Do not put yourself in any situations around any of these folks that are responsible for backstabbing you, betraying you, okay? Don't feel guilty if you have to let old friends go. They no longer serve a purpose in your life. Remember that, my pal threes, okay? Okay? Because they're giving me the vibe that you could be possibly on this path of spiritual growth and learning and karmic debts being fulfilled and stepping into your true worth and finally being ready to get your blessings and spirit calling to you and love coming in. And then you go back and you revisit some idiots thinking like, oh, now I'm ready for closure, only for them to hurt you again. We got the Lovers coming up again under the Knight of Cups. And stability. Some of you maybe want closure with someone you got a divorce from. Somebody you might have been in a marriage or legal stuff with. Forget that person. You're moving into an energy where the people who love you are going to come to you. They're going to show you. You're going to know who the people are that truly love you at this time. And those are the people you are meant to give your energy to. All right? Those are the people you're meant to choose. Four of Wands. You have some stability coming in. It feels like a marriage of souls or a marriage of something you just like love to do or you're called to do or meant to do, all coming together. It's just a real nice energy around you, and they're saying that right now is not the time for you to seek closure or be around toxic folks. You're still in the healing process. You still have some scars and some wounds that could be reopened by doing that. In a couple of months, who knows? But right now, they're saying, no, I don't think that's wise. Okay? So don't call nobody, don't message nobody, don't unblock anybody that is already on the outs, is what I'm hearing. And welcome in new energy, and anybody that wants closure or wants to be in your good graces will come towards you. They will be able to, because they'll be a match for your vibration. But if they're coming with some other nasty energy, they're not going to be able to get to you. And that's just what it is, because they no longer serve a purpose in your life. And that's the message I got for you. Wow, my threes. You probably y'all took the most energy so far. I didn't get to 4 yet, but sheesh, so far y'all took a lot of energy. I hope that this session helped you guys and gave you the information you needed to hear today, that Spirit directed you here to receive. If this message resonated, please give me a thumbs up and help the channel to thrive. If you're new here, remember to subscribe. We welcome new light workers into this light tribe all the time. And everybody should read the description, because it'll tell you about the other platforms you can find me on, as well as the other ways that we can connect and vibe. And on that note, I'm sending you so much light and love on your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with Power 4. Until next time. Bye, y'all. Hey, Power 4. Welcome to your session. You were drawn to the citrine crystal, which is usually, tiger's eye and citrine are usually my favorite crystals. I don't know why for this session today I was drawn to the 2 other crystals, but the readings for filth that I received there let me know why. So you guys, my Power 4s, you got citrine. I feel like the tarot's going to give you your overall message, and then the other cards are more for advice and guidance. But with the citrine coming through, I do feel like this pile, you may be focused at this time on prosperity or just happiness. Your joy or prosperity. I feel like you may have some solar plexus work to do in regards to confidence. I think, in fact, that could be your issue when it comes to prosperity for some of you, is not being confident in knowing your value and your worth, or being confident enough to put your talents out there. For others of you, it's having the confidence to go after the things that make you happy, the things that make you joyful, and having the confidence and determination to let go of the stuff that does not. So let's see what else we got for you guys. Right off the jump, Ace of Pentacles. Didn't I say it has something to do with prosperity? And it was reversed. So you may be in an energy of lack right now. Let me see what else we got for you. You have 2 of Cups. Oh, is that where you feel like you're lacking? We have the Knight of Swords reversed. The Tower reversed. And the 7 of Swords reversed. Wow. Okay. My Power 4s. It's a heavy feeling of disappointment when I look at, I'm sorry, oops, I hit the table. It's a heavy feeling of disappointment when I look at your cards, and I feel that that's your feeling, is like a feeling of disappointment. The Ace of Pentacles reversed, it lets me know a lot of disappointment when it comes to finances. Always feeling like you got this opportunity where money's about to get good, for it to either not be as big as you thought, or the momentum to stop. Like you just can't keep that stability coming. With the 2 of Cups here, either you have found or you are about to come into alignment with your divine, I'm hearing divine connection. It could be the perfect lover or just the perfect friend and partner that's just meant to be by your side through it all. But there's some things that have to be cleared out first. We have the Knight of Swords here reversed. Lets me know that you might be dealing with someone already who is kind of temperamental. This is somebody who doesn't communicate well. When it's in the reverse, they don't communicate very well. They come in really quick with what they got to say. It could be hurtful. It could come from a narcissistic energy. It could almost seem crazy. Like, whoa, are you crazy? Calm down. That type of energy. This is coming towards you, and it's going to cause an unexpected tower. It means it's going to cause something to fall down that you thought was secure and going to always be there. Now, it does look like two people get out, but one does not. Somebody's falling down, and two people got out, but they got caught. It's like, no, you ain't going nowhere either. So I really feel like that something's about to happen that's been long overdue. Maybe you already knew, like, this is not going to last, but you were clinging. Source is going to come in and knock something down. Feels like it's a relationship with someone that is not a good one, like a toxic relationship. Somebody who's always talking to you crazy or doesn't know how to communicate. And I hope that's not you. You're not that person. You may also have somebody who, if you're in a new relationship, you have an ex who's looking at it and wants to come in and rock the boat. So there's worries around lack, but there's also some concern about something you built not being able to last. With 7 of Swords here reversed, it's just letting me know, like, somebody's being blown up. Deception. So this is what I'm hearing for you. Did you sneak away from a relationship and this person is finding out? For some of you, I hear you snuck away from something. It could have been a financial responsibility, a partnership, a relationship, to go to something that matched or felt better to you, made you happy, only to now have to face the repercussions of that choice. Now, what I'm hearing, and I'm going to get clarity for this, pal. What I'm hearing is like this was a choice that was long overdue. So whether you did it or not, it was going to happen. Like, things were going to just fall apart because they needed to be rebuilt. But there's something with this 7. Well, that wanted to come out. I was going to say there's something with this 7 of Swords. And I'm trying to figure out why. What is this deception? The Moon reversed. So it's still speaking of something that wasn't being seen coming to the surface. I don't know if you've been creeping with somebody that's about to get blown up. Or you were dealing with a cheater and they're about to get caught out there. But while you're focusing on lack, but I also feel like for some of you, you put value on your relationships as well. And maybe you feel like you're lacking in having this union of the soul with somebody, which could put you into an energy of just feeling like towers are happening. What is this Knight of Swords? Who's he? 7 of Wands reverse. And the 2 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. We have the Emperor reversed. Page of Wands reversed. A lot of no's and sign this. And then the Magician reversed. Why all reversed? Okay, so my pal fours, you got a lot going on. For some of you, if you were in a secret business dealing or secret relationship or doing anything sneaky at all, it's going to be blown up. It's going to come to the light. So get prepared, okay? This is the warning for you today. But with it coming to the light, I do feel like it's going to give way to your happiness, because then you're going to be able to stop hiding something, or it's going to just completely end it. and free you so that now something could come in, you don't have to hide. But with the Emperor reversed, it's letting me know you're supposed to be a boss. You're meant to be a leader, or maybe you're a father figure. But with it reversed, it's here at the Ace of Pentacles reverse. It's letting me know you're probably in your energy of lack because you're not doing the work you're meant to be doing. There's a fear of lack. And therefore, it's like you're not standing on business. You're afraid to sign things. You're afraid to start projects and put your energy towards them. It's like I'm feeling a fear that by stepping into your leadership position, you're not going to be financially capable. So this could be becoming a dad, becoming a parent, or just becoming an entrepreneur that is scaring you and causing you to be in this energy of lack. Maybe you've had the experiences already where you had to struggle in those roles. With the Two of Cups here and then the Page of Wands reverse, it lets me know that you have found what you felt like is your soulmate. Okay, it could even be like your bestie, good friend. But with the Page of Wands reverse, it lets me know that this person is not always available for you. Um, they're kind of one of those people who go with whatever is the big opportunity or a thing to do in the moment. So if like everybody, for example, with the picture, if everybody's going roller skating and they told you yesterday they was going to go surfing with you, they going roller skating because that's where the fun's going to be at. That's where they feel like they're going to have the opportunity to shine and have a good time. So um it's like this person is a match for you, but if you can deal with that immature side of them, um with the, and that's as a friend as well, with this Knight of Swords reversed, I'm even getting that for family member. Could be a brother or a sister energy. Seven of Wands reverse lets me know that like this is either somebody you've had to constantly argue with, like defend yourself against, like, hey, this is what I want to do. You're not gonna stop me. I'm gonna do it. Um, or this is somebody you had to defend, others, like this Knight of Wands alone. I mean Knight of Swords alone. This is my person. But with the reverse, it's like giving up. Like at one point, I was standing up and defending this person, and now I'm just like, I'm good. I'm not doing that no more. I'm tired of doing it. So this Tower comes in, and with the Magician reverse, it's for some of you, it could be black magic. Maybe you're dealing with someone who has a partner already who knows about you, and maybe they're doing things. You never know. And then for others of you, it just speaks of you not being in alignment with what you want to manifest. And so Source stepped in and was like, what the hell are you doing, Power 4? Knock that ish down. That was a lesson for you to see what it is you really want, and now rebuild what you really want. All right. And you have this here, just letting you know that it's going to keep coming to the surface. You're going to continuously feel like um you're not fully being yourself. You're hiding aspects of yourself. You're sneaking around. If there's anything sneaky or deceptive going on in your life right now, stop it. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. It's time for you to do something with a fresh slate. If you're dealing with sneaky people, let them go. Because for you to have citrine, the crystal of prosperity and joy, and then to have lack, and the only happiness here is this connection to someone. But it doesn't really look like you're focused on this connection. It's a friendship, or it is a lover or a family member. It's like someone you feel like it's your twin soul, but it's not being given a chance. It's like some energy is against it happening. I wish I could give you more, but this is a general read, so I can only see what I can see. Yeah, what they allow me to show you for now. So you might feel like you're in kind of a hanged position. I saw the Hanged Man and the Nine of Pentacles. You want stability and comfort. We all do. However, it's kind of being held at arm's length to you at this time, my fours, because there seems to be confusion as to exactly what it is that is like meant for you. Either a person, a relationship, or it could be a career. It's just something that you're torn as to what it is. Because with the Two of Cups here, it's like you found your match, but then you're like still in the, it's like you, it's almost like whatever is your match isn't showing prosperity. Or you feel like it's going to drain your money. Maybe you reacted to someone harshly with the Knight of Swords reversed, knocking things down. Like it just feels like either you responded to somebody harshly or someone you thought was your match responded to you harshly. And sources like start fresh. This person was either up to no good or you were up to no good and you're about to be exposed or they are. That's going to be that tower moment. Something in the dark is being brought to light. I might as well put those all together because don't they all look like the same time of the night? And this over here, this energy here, it's like it's someone or something, or it could be both, that you're meant to be with, that you, maybe it's coming in, but this lack energy here is slowing the momentum down. And so is this person here. There's someone else in there. And if that's your energy, then that's what needs to be fixed. This power here is giving you need a personal reading. Like you need to get yourself the week ahead reading because I don't know when and where this is all coming from, but it's coming. And with the Tower and the Knight of Swords, that's quick. So something's about to happen soon. That's all I could tell you with that. Let's get to looking at the vibe you're in, your aura. You might get more information in your advice cards, more clarity. So you have a sky blue aura, an aura of peace, of carefree energy, of open-mindedness, limitless energy. So reach high. Yoga may also be good for you as well. Okay, power forwards. You also have calm. Wow, how's that right there with peace? So literally, you give off a calm energy, or you need to be in a vibration like this because they're literally like saying that's your vibe. Oof. I don't know why my desk is like slippery right here all of a sudden today. Prosperous. Didn't I say you got the freaking crystal of prosperity? This way you need to be. So this is the aura you give off. Whether you feel like it or not, you're in an energy of calm, of peace, of limitlessness and prosperity. And you also have a yellow aura of determination. Ten of Cups energy. That's like the ultimate happiness. And solar plexus energy and happy and confident energy. With some yellows, with some sky blue. But this is the vibe you're giving off or the one that you are meant to be standing in at this time. So now I'm going to give you some advice from my Read You for Filth Oracle deck, and hopefully you won't get read for filth. So, ooh, this got a curse in it. This says, your soul star chakra says, yep, you're a fucking alien. Now connect. That's funny because Pal 3 literally got a card that said Soul Star Chakra. So maybe some of y'all are here from that pal. But yeah, your Soul Star Chakra is 7 to 12 inches above the top of your head, connects you to your star ancestors, the angelic realms, and ascended masters and such. So yours is really wide open. And if you've been feeling like, I don't belong here, I feel out of place, and very drawn to the stars and the sky and the consonants and I said consonants, the constellations and things. They're saying it's time for you to connect to the stars. So start looking into different star ancestries, like from Sirius or Orion or Pleiades or Atlantis or Lemuria or Arcturus or Andromeda. There's so many. Lyran, whichever ones you feel called to. You also have your soul stars coming through again, my alien pal. Your soul star chakra says you're going to be forced to remember your gifts. So open up and let those downloads in and get a reading to be clear. I just said y'all needed a personal reading. There's your clarity. You guys need to book a personal reading. Wow. So there's some gifts that are coming to you now. Maybe you're starting to notice you're really good at something, or you're getting even better at something, or you're finding you're interested in something else. Um, Open up that soul star chakra, wear some gold, and let those memories come in. If you feel like, oh my God, I feel like I know this, or I know something, or I feel like I need to learn or read something, do it. All right. And if you're unsure of what the downloads you're getting are trying to tell you, come get a reading. Okay. Damn, you guys, your soul star chakra is acting up today. It says your soul star chakra says, one day in your afterlife, you may become an ascended master. Today, though, you're still in training, so focus. So they're really telling you to you need to be really getting in connection with your star ancestry and learning more about any ascended masters you feel connected to. Buddha, Muhammad, Jesus, Mary, Magdalene, Orishas, deities. The list goes on. Okay? That's where they're saying you should focus. Now, the next side note comes from my homemade oracle deck based off of the New York classic film called Juice. And so it's based off of scenes, characters, and phrases from the movie. You should all go see it. I mean, not go see it. It's been out the movie since freaking 90s, but you should see it. Just because I told you to. Anyway, so we have Steel. This is one of the characters. Yeah, he cried a lot. That's why he got tears. Enough respect, dude. That's another one of the songs off the soundtrack. I say another because one of the other pals got another of the theme songs. And Raheem, he's another character. He was so cute. I loved Raheem. That's why he got hearts. So let's see your, your message. You have Steel. You may be very emotional lately, powerfuls. Make sure you don't overreact to things at this time. Calm, stay calm. But also set up good boundaries so you're not taken advantage of. And I feel like that may be something with this pal, that you often feel like people are trying to take advantage of you. I don't know why that came to me, but some of you may feel that way often. Okay. But if you do, they're letting you know it's because you don't have boundaries. You don't have good enough boundaries set up. So, you can't spaz on people for treating you the way you're letting them treat you. And you have enough respect due. Many people respect you because you've accomplished and gone through so much. You deserve this high level of honor. And you probably don't even realize it, powerfuls, that there are things you've accomplished, there's things you've gone through, stories you've shared, experiences you've told to people that you don't realize. Some people really see you in a very high light. They really respect you for the things you've been able to do or the things that you're doing. Okay. And Spirit is coming through to say, you deserve this honor. So own it. Know your value. And then you have Raheem. And it says, a born leader. People, and I think you got Emperor. Yeah, you're supposed to be leading. You're supposed to be a boss. People look to you for guidance, wisdom, love, and fun. Be sure to always be fair and encouraging. So you might be a matriarch in your family, mother figure, father figure. You may just be an entrepreneur. Whatever the case may be, you do have to be aware as to whether or not you are treating everyone fairly. And sometimes that can be, difficult, because you're going to sometimes like some people more than you like others. And it don't matter if they're your children or relatives. It's a natural thing. It's not saying you don't love them all the same. Just maybe you like somebody more than the other. But they're really saying you have to be fair, because you're meant to lead. You're meant to be a matriarch. You're meant to be like the head of something. But in order to be at the head, you have to be balanced. Are you giving equal time to everyone? Are you, showing love and support equally to everyone? It's not easy, but it can be done. And lastly, your last bit of advice comes from the first homemade oracle deck I ever made in my life. Celestial advice is you have the solar plexus chakra. Interesting with all this soul star that we finally come back to the first chakra that was mentioned for you. So yeah, solar plexus needs attention, meaning there is a need for you to really, really get that confidence up, um, and the willpower to stand behind the boundaries you set. You also have a message from your ancestors. Get a whole new wardrobe, revamp your look. You are going places fast. Wow. So some things in your life are about to switch up with this tower here. I feel like some kind of prosperity is trying to come in. This is traced in red ballpoint ink, so it's an ancestral message from your ancestors. And they may have been a group that was really into looks, making the person. And in this case, maybe you're in a line of work, or maybe you're a parental figure, but you're somebody who how your wardrobe looks or your appearance looks is very important. So, revamp your look, rebrand yourself, and how you make a statement on the outer, of who you are. Calm down, relax. That's crazy for you to have calm up here as the aura you give off to people, but here's your ancestors again saying, no, you ain't calm inside. You need to relax. All right. So on the surface, you're calm. You see how it's above the waves, but inside, under the waves, you are not. You need to relax. Maybe you're worrying a lot about finances or about a relationship with someone. Whatever the worry is, they're like, you need to relax because it's affecting um your outer appearance. Maybe you're looking frazzled. You're not really putting together your look the way you used to, or it's getting in the way of your willpower and determination to go after the things you want and to say no to the things that are not in alignment with you. Oh my God, powerful, you are a fucking star. Step into your power and claim it. You are supposed to be like your name held high. Maybe you're a grandparent in a family where it's like you are the star grandparent. Because a lot of times people look at these things and they're like, I'm a star, a celebrity. No, you could be a fucking star in the lives of those you are a part of, but you're not standing in that energy. You're not claiming it, and it's saying you need to. You need to claim your power and use it wisely. You're a powerful group here that doesn't know it. Powerful, it feels like you're more powerful than you realize. Okay? You have the ability to manifest things, shift energy, and stuff like that. But as long as you're not calm, as long as you're frazzled, um, yeah. As long as you're not speaking your truth outright, doing things behind people, saying things behind people, or dealing with people who are doing that, then it's going to keep you out of alignment with your being in your full power. And lastly, you have, whoa, lucky day. Whatever you do today will lead to new amazing experiences. Whenever you're watching this, whatever you do today is going to lead to amazing experiences, new amazing experiences. And there's nothing else to say about that. That's just their message to you. So get out there, live your life, get to doing. I hope all of this information here all together somehow, some of it fit, and brought you some clarity. I know it's not easy with these general readings to find what resonates with you. And if that's the case, this pal, you already were told to get a reading to get clear. So you can always book one with me. But this is your reading, my group fours. If it resonated with you in any way, please give me a thumbs up. Helps the channel to thrive. And if you're new here, remember to subscribe because you're a light worker. That's why you were drawn here. You belong here at Soul Transforming Energy because that's what we do. And make sure you read the description because it'll tell you about how you can book a personal reading as well as join me on my other platforms and on my retreat. I'd love to get to know you guys and meet you in the motherland. It's going to be a lot of fun. Send you so much light and love on your journey. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of light. Love you guys. Until next time. Bye.